Like Mike Murphy. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing here tonight, but I'm sure I can't see none of you down there. I'm sure that Gay Byrne book for tonight, and I'm not as great as Mike Murphy or Gay Byrne yet. I can't dance like Mike Murphy. So I'll tell you what we'll do. To start it off, we'll sing a few songs for you and get things going on the road. And after that, we've got a really, really brilliant show for you, because we've got Clondrohid's answer to Billy Connolly backstage there. But first of all, we'll sing a few songs that everybody knows, and I'd like to hear everybody singing as well. Here's a song called 4.5 Green Fields. Right, John, take it away, bye. And let's see you all singing now, especially the people here in the front. Thank you. What did I have, said a fine old woman? What did I have? This fine old woman did say, I had 4 green fields, each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had 5 strong sons, they fought to save my jewels. They fought and they died, and that was my grief, said she. I don't have you singing. Let you sing this one. The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea, when I swayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain that flows in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair, like the roses of summer, yet it was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes that was dawning that made me love Mary, the rose of Tralee, forever and ever. My heart will be true, sweethearts forever, I'll cling to you. We both made a promise that we'd never part. Let's sail it away, the cares forever, my sweetheart. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of the fever, and nothing could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Let you take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland for you, for me and my true love. We'll never meet again on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, you're very good. You're very good. Listen, we've got a fabulous show lined up for you back here now. We've got Clondrohid's answer to Billy Connolly. So let's have a big round of applause for the Clondrohid group who are going to do a show called Scots Brawl. Thank you very much.
Speed, bunny boat, like a boat on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the light that was born to be king, over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, clouds to clouds rend the air. Battles are foes, stand on the shore, follow they wind and tear. Speed, bunny boats, like a boat on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the light that was born to be king, over the sea to sky.
Put down your bag and we'll try our luck. Right. So, let's start away from the cocktail until we're low. And come here, man. What does the clock come to mean at all? You know, that means that there are only 800 people working in Cork at the moment.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know something. I don't know.
Just what we could get a job, sir.
What she did best? She said that there's no place like in the whole world, you know.
I hope all right. So, you know, that's what we do fight around Scotland. You know, the old Scotland wouldn't even buy a dustbin in case they had to put something into it.
Oh, sure. Everything not all customer bed.
So, I remember one time there was a Scotsman stay with me in Carpenter Digs.
Yeah.
And, you see, here's the main argument, like, but, anyway, the first morning he would go to work, and like, of course, the old landlady made the lunch for him.
Of course.
And she gave him 2 slices of bread with a bit of ham in between it, and sent him off to work. So, anyway, when our man came home in the evening, the landlady asked him how the lunch was. Yeah, not bad, says he, but I could do it a bit more. So, anyway, the following morning, she gave him 4 slices of bread, and the ham in between, you know. So, after work he went again, came back in the evening. How was the lunch? Yeah, not bad, says he, at all, God knows. But, you know, I'd have eaten a bit more, all right, God knows. Morning, she gave him 6 slices. No good. The morning after, 8. The morning after, 10. Until she came to Friday morning, and she said, I'll settle this fella now. So, she got the loaf of bread, cut it in 2 halves, put a bit of ham in between it, and sent them off to work. So, anyway, our man came home in the evening, and she said, how was the lunch today? And he says, oh, not bad, but I see you're back to the 2 slices again.
But you know, the Scotsmen, they're not all that bad. Because they're fierce close up with the old battle, you know.
So, yeah.
They say they're the finest, the Scottish whiskey is the finest whiskey in the world, you know. Just how they make it up in the Highlands, you know.
That's right. So, talking the Highlands. So, when I was young, my father used to go shooting lions in Scotland every year.
Sure, there's no lions in Scotland.
I know. So he shot them all.
But oh yeah, way warm it up.
Honest, we used to spend a lot of time in Scotland. So, I remember one time I went mountaineering with this fella from Aberdeen.
Yeah?
Well, talking meanness, he was the last straw. Yeah.
How's that thing, right?
Well, wait till I tell you now. You see, we were going along this mountain ledge one day, when next thing, I slipped. And I fell down this kind of a deep kind of a cliff.
Yeah?
And there I was, and I hanging on for my life. Help, help, says I. And he was there, like, and he looking down top of me. Run to the village fast and get a rope, says I. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, off we took, and I was there, and I hanging on, when after about an hour or so, he comes back. You get the rope, says I. No, says he. They wanted £2 for it.
Oh, God. That's desperate.
So I came first, thought to dying that time, didn't I?
Not sure, did you know?
Did I?
Thing?
So, did I ever tell you about the scrap merchant who went to heaven?
No.
You know, he went up to the golden gates and knocked on the golden gates, and out came St. Peter,
Yeah?
and of course Roman said he wanted to come in. So, anyway, St. Peter said, hold on now 1 minute and I'll check with our Lord. So, after he went up to our Lord and came, and our Lord says, no problem, let him in, like. So, he went back down to the golden gates,
Yeah.
and down the stall there.
Where was he?
So he was gone, and
Gone?
so were the gates.
Come on away, we won't get any. He's been here,
No, we'll go a bit further.
Right.
I love a lassie, a bonny, bonny lassie. She's as pure as lily in the earth. She's as sweet as ever, the bonny doing ever. Bearing us off to bed. Roaming, roaming, on the bonny sands of sand. Roaming in the gloaming with my lassie by my side. When the sun has got to rest, that's the land that I love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming, roaming in the gloaming, on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my lassie by my side. When the sun has got to rest, that's the land that I love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming.
Oh, the summer time is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love's tower near your pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, you know. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, I would surely find another where wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Just come down from the Isle of Skye. I'm no very big and I'm awful shy. The lasses shout as I go by. Down where the sun, let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I go. All the lasses say hello. Donald, where's your trouser? I just went down to London town, took me a trip on the underground. The lasses turned their head around. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I go. All the lasses say hello. Donald, where's your trouser? A lassie took me to a ball, and it was slippery in the hall. I was afraid that I might fall, 'cause I hadn't me on me trouser. Let the wind blow low. Through the streets in my kilt I go. All the lassies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers?
be strong, keep right on the bend. So the tired and weary still journey on, until you're happy at home. Where are you now, will be dreaming of? There at the end of the road.
You know I'll be there. Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me take you through that wonderland that only you can share.
Are you tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes? But they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. But they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. Thank you. Give a nice round of applause for Police or something. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam, we're going to have a small bit of a novelty act. Could you turn up the spot just for a second and turn up the lights in the hall there? Up here for... It's just a small little bit of fun we're going to have. It's a lovely prize. All we need is 3 married couples. There's no embarrassing, nothing like that. So can we have 3 married couples, please? Come on. Let's have it. Come on. Just 3 married couples. That's all we want. Come on. There's a gentleman down there who's going to come up. Come on. The lady with a lovely dicky bow tie there. Come on. Give her a small round of applause. Come on, put your hands together and clap like mad. Come on. That's the job. Come on, let's hear you. Come on. You can't refuse now. Come on, boss. You can't refuse. Come on. Come on, you can't refuse now. Come on, you can't refuse. After clapping for you? Come on. Come on. I'll have to go down and bring you up myself. Give him a nice round of applause. Come on, let's hear it. There's a lovely lady here going to come up and do it for us. Come on. Come on. That's the job. Come on. Oh, come on. It's only just a bit of fun. Come on. Give him a nice round of applause. He'll come up. Come on. That's the job. Oh, come on, then. Come on, then. Have we got another couple anywhere? Just 2 couples is all we want. 2 more couples. Just 2 more couples now. 2 more couples. 2 more couples. Come on. Be on the side of the stage. Can we have 2 more couples? Oh, come on. Just 2 more couples. We've got 1 lovely couple up here on the stage already. We need 2 more. Just 2 more couples. Come on. Have you got anybody brave enough to come up? Don't see you're all very, very shy. Oh, come on, just 2 more couples. There's another couple over there, I'm sure they'll come up if you give them a small round of applause. Come on. Just to keep the show going. There's nothing embarrassing or nothing going to happen to you. It's just a small bit of fun. Come on, let's see you. And there's a lovely prize for us as well. There's a beautiful prize here for the winners. Come on. This wouldn't happen to Mike Murphy, would it? Just 2 couples, that's all we want more. Kevin Hinshin, are you coming up? Come on, Kevin. Kevin? Come on, Kevin. You don't have to be married at all. We'll make allowances for you even if you're not married. Just 2 more couples. Oh, come on, please. We've got a couple here. Give them a nice round of applause. Come on, let's hear it. 1 more couple now. Just 1 more couple. If you go around the side of the stage, it'll be nicer for you. Just 1 more couple. 1 more couple. 1 more couple. Just 1 more couple is all we want. What about the lady over there? and the gentleman. Come on, just please. Come on. Come on. He'll come up. She'll come up if he'll come up. They won't. Hugh, will you come up yourself? Come on, Hugh. I'll tell you what, we'll have to continue and see with our 2 couples here. We're more fun if we 3 couples. There's no more coming, so we'll have to deal with the 2 couples here. We'd ask the gentlemen, please, will they go into the back room for a second? We've got a gentleman over here as well who's going to do the introducing, going to do the market first. Michael Creedon. Give Michael a nice round of applause. Thank you. We'd ask the gentlemen to go in the back room, if they wouldn't mind, please. Into the back room, if you don't mind. And we'd ask the ladies to stay here. The ladies got to stay here. But first of all, we start with you. What's your name, ma'am? Mary Murphy. Give her a nice round of applause. Mary Murphy. Now, Mary, it's a lovely prize to say that all you got to do really is answer 3 questions, or 4 questions. And you have it. So, could you answer me, where did you first meet your husband?
In Rasheen.
In Rasheen. Very good. And could you tell me what's the date of your wedding anniversary?
April 19th.
We've got that. And which shoe does your husband put on first in the morning?
Excuse me?
Which shoe does your husband put on first in the morning?
Oh, he's right.
And what is your favourite colour?
Blue.
And your name is?
Helen Houses.
Helen O'Hardy. Give her a nice round of applause. Come on, let's see what for. That's your desperate. The same questions for you, really. Where did you meet your husband? The Castle Ballroom in Macroom. Those were the days, really. What date is your wedding anniversary?
Pardon?
What date is your wedding anniversary?
March.
Which shoe does he put on first in the morning? Which shoe does he put on first in the morning? She never looked. And what's your favourite colour?
Pink.
Right, bring the gentlemen out, and we'll have a look, see what they know about their wives. The men are in at the back now, and they can't hear the word of the questions that we ask the ladies, so it'll be interesting to know what questions, or what answers they give to the same questions. Mr. Murphy, we'll take you first because your wife happened to be first. Now, it's very, very simple. I just want to ask you 4 questions. Where did you first meet your wife?
Where did I first meet my wife? I met her in Ballahona.
Are you sure?
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, my wife.
How many wives have you got?
I met her in Brockton, Massachusetts.
Are you sure she's the same woman? Right, we'll let that one pass. Now, could you tell me the date of your wedding anniversary?
Yeah, April 18th.
April 18th. What have we got there? Definitely they're not, it's not the same woman you're married to at all, you know. Now, which shoe do you put on first in the morning?
My right one.
His right one. I think I got that one right at least. And what's your favourite colour?
Oh, green also.
Green.
One right.
He's got one right. She said she met you in Rasheen Hall. Is that right? In Rasheen?
No, we weren't married.
You?
My wife.
Yeah, but first time you met your wife.
My wife.
Yeah, but
She wasn't my wife.
well, she wasn't your wife then.
No.
Yeah, but we won't go into it. We won't go into it. We'll see how good Jerry does. Oh, Dan. No, Dan, can you answer the same questions? Where did you first meet your wife? To be the Castle Ballroom. Very good. What's the date of your wedding anniversary?
26th March.
Very good. Which shoe do you put on first in the morning?
The shoe?
Which shoe?
Both.
Well, she says she doesn't know. Does she make the cup of tea for her in the morning? He makes a cup of tea for her in the morning, take it up to bed to her.
Yeah. And a bit of toast.
Do you really believe in women's lib and all that thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So do I. I think they should make the tea in the morning as well. Right. And what's her favourite colour?
Blue, I say.
Got two right.
Pink. You got two right, but you're still the winner. So give him a nice round of applause. And don't forget, give Mr. Murphy and his wife a nice round of applause as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. Here we are then. Thank you. And many happy returns. And the same to you. I hope you're married for another 50 years. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you. We're going to have a song now, ladies and gentlemen, from Sherry Herlihy. A song that he wrote himself. I think he's got it on tape, and he's proceeding to make it into a record, I think. But he's going to sing it with Teresa. It's a song called 800 Reasons for Coming Home. So would you give him a nice round of applause when they're ready? Thank you.
I was too young to remember when I left my native core.
Still between us, caused humanity to part.
As I grew up, the stories of homeland I would hear. A far off Blarney Castle, Shannon bells I could almost hear.
I left or far off USA, but the life and light grew dimmer with the closing of each day. He often wants me to come back, which I constantly refuse. But now the time is right, and I finally made the move.
Cork, I'm coming home, we've been apart too long. The miles and years between us makes our love all the more strong. To see your smiling face again, I've always held you dear, and I long to be beside you on the celebration year. I've got 800 reasons for coming home. You give me 800 reasons for coming home. Cork, I'm coming home, we've been apart too long. The miles and years between us makes our love all the more strong. To see your smiling face again, I've always held you dear, and I long to be beside you on a celebration year. I've got 800 reasons for coming home. You give me 800 reasons for coming home. I've got 800 reasons.
I've got 800 reasons.
I've got 800 reasons for coming home. You give me 800 reasons for coming home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Was written very, very specially by Jerry for the tops of the community. So I think it's an original song. It's, I think, one of the best songs that's been written about Cork 800 so far, anyhow. The next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is a man I've great pleasure in introducing because I'm fortunate enough to be playing with a gentleman now in a band. So would you like to give a nice round of applause to one of your own, as Patrine says. A nice round of applause to Tim Joe Reardon. Thank you very much. Would you like to hear another bit of music? You wouldn't? A small bit of music for you. Thank you. Give him a nice round of applause here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now, the next person we're going to have for you to sing a song for you is better known as the Dolly Parton of Aghinagh. Not for her famous figure, but for her really beautiful voice. Would you like to give a nice round of applause to Peggy? I forgot her second name. But give her a nice round of applause. Thank you very much.
It being early on a bright harvest morning, I strayed by the banks of Ceylon to gaze on such beauties of nature that graced every woodland and lawn. Oh, the prospect was surely enchanting as gay lassies in juvenile bloom promenaded by the banks of that river that flows by the town of Macroom. I, being airy and fond of recreation, to that venture to roam, but being weary from my ramblings and rovings, I sat myself down by a grove. I sat there some time meditating, till the sun our bright rays had withdrawn, and a lady of queenly appearance came down by the banks of Ceylon. I arose with great joy and amazement, and accosted the damsel so fair. She appeared to me like Venus, adorned with jewels most rare. Were I ruler of France or of Prussia, it suits me you'd soon wear the crown, and I'd join you in wedlock, my darling. You're the beauty of sweet Massey Town. We talked and we walked on together. Sorry. And it's now I've retired from my roving, with a heart full of sorrow and grief. There is no one on earth to console me, or bring me the slightest relief. I will roam through the African desert until death beckons me to my tomb, for the sake of that charming fair Helen that I met near the town of Macomb. Thank you very much.
Still for you. We've got a show that, for a group that wasn't together this time last year, it's their first time ever entering the tops of the community. They reached the county final. They were only very beaten by, I think it's about 3 marks they were beaten by. They were very, very unlucky. Would you like to give a nice round of applause to the Aghinagh group? Thank you.
Well, Murphy, he went to the fair and he bought a jinnet. But he couldn't get him in the stable door because the jinnet's ears used to tip the big flag over the door. So he decided that he'd cut a hole on the big stone over the door for his ears. And the following day he got a hammer and chisel and he began clouting at it when this policeman came into the yard. And the policeman asked him what he was doing, and so Murphy told him the story. And now said the guard to him, wouldn't it be a lot easier now, he said, if you dug a hole in the ground for his legs? Murphy gave a look at him. You know, he said, I'm not surprised, he said, that you never got promotion. Didn't I tell you, he said, that was his ears were too long and not his legs? Well, Murphy was cutting briars on the dyke of the road this day, and along came this Yank in this big car, and he stopped and they were chatting. And as the Yank was moving off, he said to Murphy, say, he said, what do you call those berries there now, he said. Well, no, said Murphy, they're what we call blackberries to now. Blackberries, said the Yank, but gee, he said, sure, they're red. Oh, I know, said Murphy, but you see, he said, that's the colour they are when they're green. Well, this Yank, he went into this public house this night, and he was talking about Ireland. Ireland, he said, he said, it's only a hole in the ground. And the climate, he said, was so damp. And the people, he said, they were so backward. But there was Murphy anyway, sitting in the corner. Do you know, Sir Murphy, there's nothing wrong with Ireland, why, he said. 'Tis you wrong. Me, said the Yank, and gee, he said, what's wrong with me? Oh, said Murphy, 'tis your head, 'tis your head. My head, said the Yank, gee, he said, what's wrong with my head? Oh, said Murphy, 'tis sticking out the wrong side of your shirt, boy, he said.
Next, please. Good afternoon. Lovely day, isn't it? Very hot, isn't it?
Very hot, very hot.
Now, where do you wish to book your holiday?
England, please, ma'am.
Any particular reason?
Well, typically I have to really, because the wife read in the paper the other day that 90% of accidents occur within a 5-mile radius of home, so we're moving house. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot my glasses. Kia, would you ever run out to the car and see us there?
Right here, Daddy. Now, I see you wish to travel by ferry, which of course is very fast.
Oh, very fast.
Now, just one question. As you will be on board the ferry, I need to know your weight. With class, whatever way you went in travelling, ma'am. Well, he's 10 stone and 14. Now, I think that's nearly everything covered.
Nearly everything covered. Well, were the glasses there?
They were.
And did you bring them?
You only sent me out to the car to see were they there. You said nothing about bringing them.
Well, you're a novel little Ramadan. Well, we'll have to manage without them now anyway.
You can let the old bag here if you like.
The old bag? Oh, God, no, ma'am. She's coming with me.
Next, please.
Big, very good. Come back here. Sure. Someone mother always told me if I wanted to do welcome myself, I should find a woman with 50 behind her. And Nicholas, how does she get her dress in just trunk like that?
What you mean is, how does she get her trunk into that dress?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, ma'am. We want to book 2 return tickets, please.
Return tickets. Where to?
We want to come back here.
I'm into where do you want to travel?
Oh, we're going to Mars.
Mars? Why on earth?
Oh, Lord, no, ma'am. Twouldn't on earth at all. 'Twas one of them islands away off the Milky Way, and sure, that's the real place to go now with all the talk about the super levy and everything. Gus, we'll have the time with in Mars. I'm right looking forward to the bands in Mars, you know.
What bears and mares? The mares bears we just. Isn't there body eating and drinking in them? But if we got sick up there, we'd been enough way, man. What would we do? Here, can't you take a packet of Canadians or something with you? A packet of Canadians? Yeah, I will not. I know what I'll take. What's that? Nothing. Why so? Because the fellow on the television says every night that nothing acts faster than anything.
Please, gentlemen, I need to fill out a form here. Now, one of you will do to answer the question. Now, nationality?
Cool, eh?
I said one of you. Now, name?
Oh, God, I have, ma'am.
Then what is it, please?
Michael Joseph Anthony. They call me Mick for short.
Living?
Oh, God, yes, and for many a day yet, please God.
I meant, where are you living?
Where? Oh, I'm living at home, ma'am.
I wonder, sir, could you be more cooperative? I need to know where your home is.
My home is number 4 Bachelor's Walk, next to the marriage guidance counsellors with a brown and white dog lying outside the door.
Are you presently employed?
Oh, God, yes, ma'am, I am. He's a very good job. He's over 800 people every day.
A manager of some kind, is it?
Oh, no, he's a lovely crazy girl.
Are you married?
Oh, God, yes, ma'am, I am.
A child?
Oh, Lord, no. A woman.
I meant, have you any children?
Not me, no, but the missus had a garçon there last year.
Garçon? A boy?
No, not a boy, but yes again.
A girl?
Oh, it's also that.
Is this your first child?
No, this is my brother.
Now, gentlemen, are you both fully covered?
No. It's a definite trip. I'm not going at all. I'll go by Dina instead.
No. All I meant is, do you have an insurance policy? Like a BHI, for example.
A BHI?
Hmm?
I'm one of them fellas. That means a very healthy individual, don't it?
No. What I'm saying is, if an accident occurs, an insurance company will pay you for any damaged arms or legs or anything like that.
They'd pay me for any damaged arms or legs or anything like that? What in the name of God would they do to them? Here, look, don't be showing your ignorance. Look, what I want to know is, like, what's old chances of getting back here alive?
Oh, your chances are excellent, sir. In fact, statistics now show that only about 2 in 10 who go to Mars don't return. The last 8 returned. Now, any further questions?
One or two, please, ma'am.
Yes?
Say, how would we be fixed for luggage there, like a pajamas?
I'm sorry, sir. I find it very difficult to comprehend what you're saying. Do you have some sort of impediment?
An impediment? No, a sort of a pajamas.
Any further questions?
One more, please, ma'am, before we go.
Yes?
Would I get a reduced rate now on account of my disability?
Disability?
Oh, yes, I have blurred vision in one eye. Have a look.
I can't see anything wrong with your eye. It must be the drink.
The drink? Oh, God, I'm sorry about that, ma'am. We'll come back someday. You'll be sober.
Just like a flower when winter begins, just like a candle blown out in the wind, just like a bird that can no longer fly, I'm feeling that way sometimes. Then there's a fallen ways down by the loaf. I picture the light at the end of the road, and closing my eyes I can see through the dark the dream that is in my heart. A little love and a little giving to build a dream for the world we live in. A little patience and understanding for our tomorrow. A little peace. A little sunshine, a sea of gladness to wash away all the tears of sadness. A little hoping, a little praying for our tomorrow, a little peace. We are feathers on the breeze. Sing with me my song of peace. I feel like a leaf in the November snow. I fell to the ground, there was no one below. And now I am helpless, alone with my song, just wishing the storm was gone. A little love and a little giving to build a dream for the world we live in. A little patience and understanding for our tomorrow, a little peace. A little sunshine, a sea of gladness to wash away all the tears of sadness. A little hoping, a little praying for our tomorrow, a little peace. We are feathers on the breeze. Sing with me my song of peace. We are feathers on the breeze. Sing with me my song of peace.
I got to know, Mag, which is great altogether. Hold on a minute there, chappie. 53 people swindled, is it to say? God knows, you know, this should be interesting. How much are there? You know. Hey, hold on a minute. Can you see yesterday paper?
Excuse me, ma'am. We're the Red Cross Brigade, and we'd appreciate any help you could give. I can't hear a word you're saying. Don't you know that I'm deaf in one ear? I can't hear with the other. I said we're the Red Cross Brigade in need of support. It's no use a deaf ear, you know. Oh, to well with you and your deaf ear. The hell you told our Red Cross Brigade. Hey, look!
Excuse me, Gab. I want to know, would you ever be able to tell me what would be our chances of getting into the local zoo?
Well, for you, sir, I'd say excellent. Excellent.
God, blimey, I'm crippled from arthritis.
Crippled from arthritis?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Casey from Kerry.
And who's this little meatball with you then?
Meatball? That's my wife.
Sorry, that's my mistake.
My mistake, actually.
Well, I can tell you from the land of the leprechauns. That's a place I've often fancied visiting.
You know, why don't you take a trip then, or what, together? And, you know, if we rush, you'll be just in time for the road to Tralee. You know, we'll get you on the 1 o'clock flight, together.
Who would have let me disability?
Then, so can't you bring her with you if you like?
No, not my wife. Me rheumatism.
Or, park it there by the... Where the bike go?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this our 1985 contest of the Rose of Tralee. First of all, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our French Rose.
Well, thank you, but me must apologize as me do not speak your English very well. But there are much ways of communicating.
Now, I notice you look rather uneasy. You're not nervous, are you?
Oh, oui.
Well, in that case, we better not keep you very long. Tell us about your love life. Have you got a French boyfriend?
No, not at the moment. So I could have any man I please. Only trouble is I don't please any man. But once I had French boyfriend. But he stood me up on the morning of the wedding. You see, he was awaiting the arrival of the wedding suit. And when the pants wasn't delivered, I sued him on the grounds of promise of breeches.
Did you ever think of going out with an Irishman?
Oh, me do not discriminate. I don't mind if my man is Irish or normal. In fact, I was once married to an Irishman, but he was very unromantic. On the first night of the honeymoon, he stayed sitting out on the chair all night. So when I asked him why he wasn't going to bed, he said, "My mother told me it would be the most exciting night of my life, so I don't want to miss a minute of it by going to sleep." He died some while ago.
What was the complaint?
Complaint? There was no complaint. I was quite relieved.
I know, I mean, what did he die of?
Oh, die of. Like all Irishmen, it was the drink that killed him.
He had a drink problem.
No, I said it was the drink that killed him. He was rolled over by a Guinness lorry.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Miss France.
Adiantje, monsieur.
Adiantje, you too, indeed. And now, secondly, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our Irish Rose.
Hello, lovely. Isn't he gorgeous?
You're not so bad looking yourself. Now, I noticed this evening you're the first Rose that's actually wearing glasses. Now, does this bother you at all?
No, sure. Doesn't it give me specs appeal?
And it says here that you're deaf in 1 year. Is this true?
I never dye my hair.
Now, tell us about your educational side of life. Have you a BA or a HDip?
No BA or HDip, but I've got a DBH.
A DBH? What's that?
A dearly beloved husband, don't you know?
So you're married. Have you any children?
Yes, 2 lovely twins, Johnny and Mary. The only trouble is I can't tell them apart. So, when I want to distinguish between the 2 of them, I stick my finger in Johnny's mouth, and if he screams, I know it is Mary.
And they're here with you tonight?
Yes, they're down there somewhere. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Mary.
Thank you very much indeed. The Irish Rose. A loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now finally this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome our Texas entrant.
Well, hi there. It sure is strange to be referred to as the Texas Rose, 'cause I've been all over the world. I was in Italy, but I'm not an Italian. I was in Germany, but I'm not a Nazi. And I was on the Virgin Islands, but I'm not very long home.
Now tell us, miss, do you work in Texas?
No, unfortunately, I lost my job a little while ago. I used to be a saleswoman in a large drugstore, but on the first day, the manager, he put me sticking this end up labels on all the boxes, and he gave me all day to do it. So while I was waiting, I put the remainder on the other end, and he was furious and fired.
And what do you do for a living now?
Well, I have my mama and papa in Texas. They have a large flower garden there. Mighty keen on flowers they are. Actually, one is a budding genius, and the other is a blooming idiot.
Now tell us, miss, how do you take up your spare time?
Well, I attend night classes, and I've just completed a first aid course.
And you found this beneficial?
You wouldn't believe how worthwhile it was. You know, it was just the other day. I was walking downtown in Texas when I saw this wee little old man get knocked down by a car. It was awful. He was bleeding from the head. I didn't know what to do. And it was just then it all came back to me. So I quickly bent down and put my head between my legs to keep from fainting.
How very charitable of you indeed. Now, tell us about the Irish since you've came. Are they treating you well?
Well, they're a nice little race, but mighty unusual. In the hotel where I stay, they all keep boxing the walls of my room in the middle of the night and hurling names at me. I can't understand it.
How thoughtless. What do you do about it?
Do about it? Why, nothing. I just go on playing my bagpipes as before.
Well, thank you very much indeed. The Texas entrant. Loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And now finally this evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of crunch. It is when our adjudicator comes onto the stage and gives his verdict. But unfortunately this evening, our usual adjudicator cannot be present, so we have to get another man of equal status. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Dillon of Martin Market.
Good evening, and this week again a very interesting display, top quality talent here. We had various weights and shapes and sizes and nationalities represented. And our first lot in this evening were the French display. Now these are the continental types, and these are very notorious for putting on a lot of weight, and most of them are beef to the heel like the Mullingar heifer. Now, there seems to be great going amongst the younger buyers for this type of an animal. So much so that some young lads go out on continental tours to view these beauties on the hoof before they bring home one, and some get it too. Now, our second lot in this evening were the Irish display. Now, these are the plainer sorts, these are the black hairy ones, and they winter out very well. Now, some of these are not very inclined to do well in good land at all, so some of the older bidders from the west of Ireland seem to have a very keen interest in these. Now, I see your third lot in this evening were the Yankee type, the Americans. These seem to be a very flashy kind of an animal, and I'd say our lads here in this country would be a bit shy of those. I don't think they'd bid very briskly for those at all. Now, unfortunately, we have to pick a winner in every game, and I'm afraid the winner this evening was the Irish Rose. So put your hands together and give a big round of applause for the Irish Rose.
Where am I? This down now at all. I don't see no bells around. Hey, where's Nick? I lost him. That poor little devil, he'll be floating around in space forever. I'll never see him again. And he was such a nice little fella. You know, if I'd him back now, I'd never say a cross word to him again. What am I going to do without him? I'm lost here, and I'll never get back without him now, like. Sir G, he was telling me what to do and all that, like. Oh, you're frightened to have crosswords in me.
Well, last you poor old devil.
Oh, I thought I'd never see you again.
You're damn homesick looking all right, sure, to have to blame you. We're a fair few miles from home all the same.
God knows a few miles. Joe, we must be out a desperate amount of journey altogether, like.
I suppose a fair bit, say around 10,000 miles of that kind of way. Do you know, I noticed that your journey was damn rough. And that old hostess wasn't much of a help either. When I told her I thought I was going to get sick, she said, if you want to get sick in the bag in front of us. And sure, I didn't even know that woman. Why, Gus, are you listening to me?
You leave me alone, my tummy is awfully upset.
You have a tummy upset?
I have.
Say nothing. I have something here that's going to put you right back.
What's that?
1 minute, shall I read the instructions?
Go on.
Milk of magnesia, they call it.
By God.
For best results, take off cap, squeeze mouth, and shake well.
Take off cap, squeeze mouth, and shake well. Right. Take off cap, squeeze mouth, and shake well. You are my John, leave me alone. That's my cap. I was only trying to cure you. No wonder I'm lost, and you and your provisional writing. No wonder. Oh, God. Will we ever get home? Who wrote the talk, no, Madame? Are we coming through Corkwood at the traffic lights or fairy lights left after Christmas? Look, only for you, I won't be here in the first place. Look, there's you for here, he may be started out.
Welcome, alien. And where are you from?
We're from Earth, cartoon. You're not there?
Then welcome to the planet Jupiter, where everyone is free and equal. This truly nuclear-free planet.
Nuclear-free? Nothing more, boy. Should look at that old rocket outside there. In that driven by nuclear power, and it'll blast you up altogether.
Well, then I'll have to ask you to remove it for our tournament, and no more about it.
Yeah, we got one. Maybe we might come to some kind of an agreement. Take us to your leaders.
You're speaking to the leaders, and we have a message for the people on Earth.
Oh.
We are happy on this planet we call home. We can change our leaders' attitude to issue such as more. We are totally united. Each one has a name when it comes to our survival. There's really just one way. Thank God for those around you, for here and for the sea. Spend your money, save the family, divine and marine. Let the rivers flow and breeze on, and like them all to be. And save our colors, make your planet nuclear-free.
Our planet to us once a place of war, till our children started asking,
What is it all for?
then the leaders started listening and designed a peaceful way for the leaders of tomorrow, for the children of today.
Thank God for those around you, for the air and for the sea. Spend your money, free the fabric, stand fine and marine. Let the rivers flow and breeze on, and like them all to be. And save your colors, make your planet nuclear-free. Thank God for those around you, for the air and for the sea. Spend your money, free the fabric, stand fine and marine. Let the rivers flow and stream on, and like them all to be. And save your colors, make your planet nuclear-free.
Are you reading dirty books again, Daddy?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I said, are you reading?
Oh, do be quiet. Can't you see I'm busy? Don't you know I have to study for night school?
What do you learn at night school, Daddy?
Well, now, let me see. Can you tell me who Walt Mondale is?
No, Daddy.
There you are, you see. If you went to night school, you'd know who Walt Mondale is. Do you know who Idi Amin is?
No, never met the man, Daddy.
There you are, you see. You'd know all those things if you went to night school.
Daddy,
Yes, what is it?
you know who Idi Amin is?
Yes, I do.
And you know who Walter Mondale is?
Oh, I do. Make it fast. Come on.
But do you know who Mickey Joe Sullivan is?
Mickey George Sullivan? No, why should I?
You should, 'cause he's the fella that's with Mammy every night when you're at night school.
So far away you are today from scenes of childhood days, across the foam to seek a home in far Los Angeles. Whene'er you close your eyes tonight, you'll find your heart is drawn to the home and friends you left behind on the hills around Ryland. You can see Arbor, Corring, and the fair slopes of Doreen. The hills above, Kilcolin, where the dread sea flows between. Or can you picture Aghinagh at the sunset or the dawn, where the purple heather shining on the hills around Ryland?
Sorry, am I interrupting anything?
Hobby Dad, no, sure, everyone is welcome here.
Oh, thanks very much. Only I've been to the tourist office and I got this pay package deal to see Ireland.
I'm afraid you won't see the half of it.
What, you mean I want to see half the country with this pay package?
No, but in this country you won't see half your pay package.
Ah.
But tell me, what part do you come from?
Oh, I come from England actually, but I've been to every country in the world, mate.
And what kind of work do you do then? Or...
Oh, right up my street. I'm in the travel business.
Oh, I see.
But tell me, what's going on here?
Ah, sure, just a bit of evening's entertainment, a bit of song and dance, you know.
Dancing? God, I could tell you about dancing. When I was in Greenland, I see the Eskimo women dancing with the polar bears.
Hey, Dad, then 'tis with the men they dance here. And do you know, he couldn't do better than get up and dance a bit in a set for him altogether.
Well, thanks very much.
Well, now, while you're drawing your breath, I'll tell you a little bit in of a story altogether. Well, Father Mac, parish clerk, you see, he was a tall, graceful man, falling slightly into flesh, with a soft, serene countenance. Like one of those tomcats now you'd see that would be sucking eggs or drinking a lot of milk. He was slow and stately in his gait going the road, and the straight back of him then, you'd swear he had swallowed a crowbar. And when you hear him talking, you'd swear that he had run the dictionary down before it. I know what'll the night do, said John the Pike to him, just for the sake of conversation. Well, he cogitated and he looked up and to see, from my astronomical observations, he said, my reckoning and my calculations, from the constant rolling of the firmament, the dismal aspect of the stars, and the widespread fermentation of the atmosphere, I prognosticate a heavy discharge from the clouds. Don't you think that he'd bring a bit of tone to the weather forecast if he was there now? He always wore a long black coat buttoned up to his chin. You'd say no idea far above his station. Well, when the bishop was coming to the parish anyway for confirmation, Father Mac put the parish clerk whitewashing the dry wall in front of the house. So he set to work doing short, lazy brushstrokes to the slow air of a hymn. You'd nearly know by him that he'd love to be giving out benediction. Hail, Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderers here below. Along came Father Mac. Very nice, he said, very nice indeed, he said, singing at your work, he said, and him too, he said, very laudable. But give me the brush a minute to see. Don't you think now, he said, but that this would be better. Changing the tempo to, oh, Father O'Flynn, you've a wonderful way with you. All the old women are wishful to play with you. All the young girls are mad for to play with you. You've such a way with you, Father O'Flynn. Yeah, the bishop, he was old, and you know, when he came, he didn't even notice the whitewash. The confirmations were held that year in the outside chapel, 5 miles away from the presbytery. And the bishop, on account of his age, he was short taken during the ceremony. So the parish clerk, anyway, he took him out the sacristy door, and they ducked into Hannah Murray's. She had one of those contraptions in the back garden because the missioners used to stay there when they were in the parish. Like that in the story too, then 'twas Hannah Murray's man himself that made it. He threw his hat down, you see, in the bottom of a tea chest, and he drew pencil marks then all around the hat, and then he cut out the hole. So he propped the chest then over a little blasher that was running through the back garden and stood a few sheets of galvanise around it. But Hannah Murray thought this a bit drafty for a bishop. Wait a minute, my lord, says she. Well, she wasn't long away, but the bishop thought it was an eternity. Then she said, this way, your lordship, and she showed him down into the parlour. And there below she had placed one of those nice, flowery chinaware pots with a good cup of hot water in the bottom of it to knock the cold sting out of it. And a blessed candle lighting in each side of it. Wasn't that respect? Well, you know, now I learned a bit in of a step one time myself, and I might try and do it for you now if he was a bit in the music. Well, now, it is about time he got up of here, courage up and do something for us. What did he do for us? I'll dance a little bit of a reel, I said. I don't know if he gave us a couple of staves of the stick of barley.
As I went out to Dublin City at the hour at 12 at night, who should espy but the Spanish lady washing her feet by candlelight? First she washed them, then she dried them over a fire of ember coals. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the soul. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. As I went back to Dublin City at the hour at 8:30, who should espy but the Spanish lady brushing her hair in the broad daylight? First she brushed it, then she tossed it, on her lap was a silver comb. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so fair since I did roam. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. As I went back to Dublin City at the hour at 12 at night, who should espy but the Spanish lady washing the mops in the bright daylight? When she saw me, then she fled me, putting a petticoat over her knee. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so shy as the Spanish lady. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay. Whack for the tooraloo-a-laddie, whack for the tooraloo-a-lay.
I can find. wondering what's everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's set free. Everything I want the world to see is I'm coming through especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are near. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I see. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. You just put me at the top of the world. You just put me at the top of the world. The saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the sun begins to shine. Oh, when the sun begins to shine, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the sun begins to shine. Marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching, there's gonna be a big jubilee when the saints go marching in. Yeah!
Thank you. We still have no power. We have no. Thank you very much. Could we just have the spotlight off for a second and all the lights on because we're going to do the raffle? Whilst you're waiting for that, how would you like to put your hands together and give a monstrous round of applause to all the ladies and gentlemen who put up that show for you, because they were really marvellous. Thank you very, very much indeed. And thinking back, the amount of time that must have gone into that show must have been something ferocious altogether. Before we go, we'd like to thank two gentlemen up there on the back who've been blind me all night. Teddy Keller and Kevin Lynch, I think, is it? Anyhow, the two gentlemen up on the back down there on the lights, give them a nice round of applause because they've done a really brilliant job tonight. Thank you. Now we need a small little lady or gentleman. So everybody watch your tickets and we'll see how it goes. Dig deep. And the winning number is 113. The serial number, it's a green ticket, I think. The serial number is HB 3613. HB 3613, ticket number 113. Anybody got it? Eunice, and we'll be flying. Thank you.
Thanks, Connie. I think before I say anything anyway, do you want to put your hands together for Connie for being a brilliant MC for the night? Big hand for Connie Callahan. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming along tonight anyway and supporting us. It's the last night of our show, and it went very well for us all along anyway. I have an awful lot of people to thank, but I won't hold you till morning. Thank you. I want to thank, I think, the members of Clondrohid Mockra, number one anyway, for loaning us their backdrop, and in particular to John Kelleher and John Anthony Connell, who were with us all through the competition. Big hand for them, please. They were great help to us right through, and I don't think you'll get two better men in lighting anywhere. Before the show tonight, actually, John Anthony Connell was taken sick, so I hope he gets okay again, and I want to thank him anyway for right through the competition, and John Keller as well. We want to thank Kevin Lynch and Teddy Keller for taking over the lighting for tonight, and to John for the sound as well there. I want to thank all the members of the cast, and particularly to John O'Callaghan and Padraig Deneen here, who played with us right through the competition and concerts as well. So a big round of applause for John and Padraig. So we hope we'll be back next year with another show anyway, hopefully. And we support Clondrohid Mockra anyway, right through the pantomime and all that. So I want to thank Clondrohid Mockra again and all the members of the cast. So good night and thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know we all want to go home. Just before we do go home, would you like to give a